Welcome to the class. Today we will discuss important deserts of the world. So this deserts topic is important for all the exams, competitive exams, including SSC. So if you take here, deserts will cover 33 of the percent of the surface of the earth. So actually there are different numbers. In some books it is one fifth. It is there. That is 20%. In some it is there. It is one third. That is 33%. So Eden is the most dry place in the Asia continent. Overall dry place means that is Atacama Desert is the driest place on the earth. Atacama Desert. Atacama Desert. This is in Chile. Okay, mainly Chile. This is in Chile, mainly Chile. There is Argentina, some parts of Argentina. It is located uh, Peru also, and some part of Brazil. So mainly Atacama Desert means it is located in Chile mainly. So world's 10 largest deserts, you remember this may be useful. So Antarctica polar desert, that is the largest desert. If the question is coming largest desert, that is Antarctic desert. Then second largest is the Arctic. These are two poles. Okay, Antarctic southern pole, Arctic northern pole. Then Sahara desert is the third. If they ask largest hot desert, okay, then Sahara. If they not mention largest desert, they will say means it will be Antarctic. Then fourth place Arabian desert. In this is second most in hot deserts. This is second most. And then Gobi desert. Then Kalahari Patagonia. Then Rubal Kali. Then Great Victoria Desert, and then Great Basin Desert. So I told largest hot desert is Sahara. Largest desert Antarctica. There are two types of deserts you can say. One is hot desert, one is cold desert. So if you take Earth, this is equator. If you say between tropics, okay, this is 23 of. Okay, this is 0 degree. So here whatever deserts are located, these are called hot deserts. And beyond that, beyond the equator, beyond tropics, here in these places located, deserts are called cold deserts. So sometimes interior of the continent, for example, you take Gobi Desert. Gobi Desert is interior of the continent. Interior of the continent means not at the coastal place. For example, this is China, this is Mongolia. Okay, here this is Gobi Desert is located. Okay, coast is somewhere here. Coast. Okay, it is more interior of the continent. It is not at coast. So when it is more interior, it is very cold. Then if it is hot, if it is sunlight is there, it will be very hot, and night time it will be very cold. So here what happens? The you take one example. You take coastal places. You take Chennai, Mumbai like that. There you will have moderate effect. Moderate effect means it is not very hot like that. For example, if you by night cool winds you will bring the from ocean you will get cool winds. So it will giving moderating effect, not very cold. Daytime not very hot. That is coastal place. That is if you go to interior of the continent, you take Delhi. Okay, Delhi, what happens? Daytime very hot, and nighttime very cold. You have to wear sweaters and all. So that is a coastal place, and when it is interior, that difference will be there. So that is cold desert. Cold desert means it is away from the beyond tropics. Plus, it may be interior of the continent also. It may be interior of the continent also. Also, sometimes when mountains are there, so there is winds are descending down, winds are coming down. So at that place also you will form the cold deserts. Okay, for example, you have Jammu Kashmir. There is one cold desert. Okay, part of Himachal Pradesh and Jammu Kashmir. There is cold desert, Ladakh. Okay, not now it is divided. So Ladakh cold desert is India's only cold desert. Okay, Ladakh cold desert. Ladakh cold desert. Here, what happens actually when mountain is there? Okay, when when wind is coming, let's say this wind is having some moisture. When wind is coming, when it is raised, when it is raised, it will form some clouds and you will get the rain here. Okay, but when these winds cross the mountain and they are descending down, okay, this is rising and this is going down. When this is descending down, the whatever the moisture it carried, this moisture is already finished. So now here there is no moisture. So also this is not rising. Okay, when wind or air is rising, then only it will form clouds. When wind is descending down, it will not form clouds. So no clouds, no moisture is there. So no rain you will get. So at this place you will not get any rain. So that condition is nothing but desert. If you get less than 25 centimeter rainfall in year, less than 25 centimeter, that is termed as a desert. Okay, desert means rainfall is very scanty, very less, less than 25 centimeter per annum or per year. That is, you can say it will be very dry. Even plants, animals also will have to adapt to that climate. For example, in deserts, you will find different animals. You will find different plants. Okay, plants where plants will not have broad leaf like this. Okay, because if broadleaf is there, water will evaporate here. Okay, through transpiration. So so what they will do, they turn their leaf into thorn. Okay, thorn means like this, thorn. So no leaves you will find. If you go to some dry areas, you will not find any leaves there. You will find only thorn. That is leaf only. Leaf turned into thorn because plant wanted to save more and more water. And also if you take roots are going very deep in the dry areas, because water will be at very deep, groundwater will available only at deeper sides. So the plant will go grow its roots very deep, and then it will have thick uh, wax kind of thing. Okay, in the bark. Okay, in the bark of the plant, it will have thick wax kind of thing, so that it will not it will store water, it will not evaporate water easily. So these are the plant will adapt. Okay, plant will adapt to itself to the dry climate. These plants become xerophytic. Zero means dry. Xerophytic, phytic. Xerophytic plants means that adapting to desert climate, adapting to dry climate. This is some facts about the deserts. So if you come to the list of the deserts, you first come to North America. In North America, you have a Great Basin Desert, then Mojave or Mojave. This is in California. Then Sonoran Desert. This is hottest desert in Mexico. Then Chihuahuan Desert. So this is in USA and Mexico. This is in USA and Mexico. This also Mexico and USA. And this is only in USA it is located. And Great Basin Desert is in USA. So Great Basin Desert in USA, Mojave or Mojave Desert in USA, Sonoran Desert in Mexico, USA and Mexico, Chihuahuan Desert in USA and Mexico. So these are the four important deserts you can remember in this. And of part of Sonoran there is Colorado Desert or Colorado Desert, and then Yam Desert. Okay, Yum Desert. Okay, Yum Desert. These two deserts also part of Sonoran Desert only. Sonoran Desert only. So you remember Sonoran Desert. This is important. So Great Basin Desert, USA. Mojave or Mojave Desert, USA. Sonoran Desert, USA and Mexico. Sichuan Desert, USA and Mexico. So the map will appear like this. Okay, for example, this is Mexico. Okay, Then here you will find Sonoran Desert. Sonoran Desert. Here you will find Chihuahuan Desert. Then here you find Mojave Desert. Then here you will find Great Basin Desert. Okay, Great Basin Desert. Okay, like this the map will appear. You can refer map for this location, or you simply remember this map, rough map. Then you come to South America. In South America, you have Atacama or Peru Desert. Very, very important. This is the driest desert. This is the question asked in UPSC also. So, which of the following is the driest desert? Atacama Desert. It is also called Peru Desert. So, what are the countries here? ABC, Peru, you remember. So, mostly it will be in Chile only. Okay, some parts in Argentina, Brazil, and some parts in Peru. It is a coastal type desert. It is having sodium nitrate deposits also. Then Patagonia Desert. This is Argentina, Chile. Okay, if you draw a map like this, okay. So here you will have Peru. Peru or Atacama Desert, and here you will having Patagonia Desert. Okay, here you will have Andes. Okay, after here Patagonia Desert, it will fall in the rain shadow region of the Andes. Means I told, if you take these are Andes mountains, here wind is rising. Okay, here wind is rising, and here it is forming clouds, and here you are getting more rain. So no desert will be this side, but when it is coming this side, the rain moisture is already finished here. Here there is no moisture, so now only dry winds are coming here. Okay, so there is no rainfall also. So here Patagonia desert is formed. This is Andes mountain, this is Patagonia desert. Here, Atacama Desert is forming here because cold current is there. One cold current, a very important current. This one, it is called Humboldt current. Okay, or Peru current, Peru cold current. So when cold current is coming, what happens? Cold current means it will actually, if you want to get rain, the water vapor should go in the air. Okay, but it is cold. It means there is no evaporation at all. So you will not get, there is no chance of forming clouds or rain. So dry conditions or these cold conditions will lead to the dry climate. Thus here thus here because of Humboldt or Peru cold current, this is ocean current. Okay, because of Humboldt or Peru cold current, here Atacama Desert, which this is the driest place on the earth. Then Patagonia, Argentina, Chile, you remember. Patagonia, Argentina, Chile. Then another desert, La Guajira Desert, you remember. Colombia and Venezuela. Colombia and Venezuela. Okay, it is the covers Guajira Peninsula. It is a large coal resource, and it covers the Vayu people, native people there. Then you come to Africa. So Africa, in Africa, this is the largest desert. Okay, overall also, if you take overall also, largest desert in the world. This is largest hot desert, I can say. Okay, largest hot desert. Okay, which of the countries it covers? You remember this one. For example, if you draw a rough map of Africa, okay, here you will find Morocco. Okay, here you will find Morocco, then Algeria, then Tunisia, here small country Tunisia, then Libya, then Egypt. Matla, remember. Matla. So Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt. Then here you will get Western Sahara. Okay, Western Sahara and Mauritania. Western Sahara, Mauritania. Then Mali, Niger, Chad you will get. Then Sudan and here small part Eritrea you will get. Eritrea. So this you remember. Matle Vema MNC se MNC means like some big company. MNC say Sahara guy. Okay. MNC say Sahara guy. Sahara means here Sahara desert. Okay. Western Sahara. This is Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt. Those are northern African countries. Then Western Sahara, Mauritania. Then Mali, Niger, Chad, Sudan, and Eritrea. So all these North African countries is covered. Okay, if you take this, all is the very big, all entire North Africa, almost most of the part of North Africa is covered by Sahara. Okay, this is the equator. This is the equator. Okay, this is the Sahara Desert. Sahara Desert, largest hot desert. Largest hot desert. Very important. Then Libyan desert. Okay, Libyan desert covers three countries: Libya, Egypt, and Sudan. Okay, for example, this is the Africa. Here Libya is there, Egypt is there. Here Sudan is there. Okay, these three countries it is covers by Libya. Libyan desert. Then Nubian desert, only one country, that is Sudan. Then Danakil desert, Eritrea, Ethiopia, and Djibouti. Okay, here you will find that Danakil desert. Here Eritrea will be there, then Ethiopia, then Djibouti will be there. Africa map you can refer. Then Ogaden desert, Ethiopia and Somalia. Okay, somewhat down here, Ethiopia and Somalia. Then Chelbi desert is in Kenya. And then Nairi desert also you remember. Okay. Taru desert or Nairi desert. These two are in Kenya. Then Kalahari desert and Namib desert. Kalahari desert you remember BNS. Okay, we have BNS Act also. So Botswana, Namibia and South Africa. Botswana, Namibia, South Africa. That is Kalahari desert. It is called Great Thirst Desert. Great Thirst in meaning. Kalahari means Great Thirst in the local language, native language. So BNS, Botswana, Namibia, South Africa. 70% of this desert is in Botswana. Then Namib desert. This you remember ANS. ANS. Angola, Namibia, South Africa. Angola, Namibia, South Africa. Then Great Karoo Desert, South Africa. Tenere Desert, Niger and Chad. This is Niger and Chad means it is a part of Sahara only. So Tenere Desert. Then Guban Desert and Puntland Desert. These two are in Somalia. Guban Desert and Puntland. Then Great Bara Desert or Bara Vein simply. That is in Djibouti. Djibouti is East African country. Okay, here you will find Djibouti. Djibouti. Great Bara Desert. Bara Vein. Djibouti. Then Great Sand Sea. Great Sand Sea is Egypt and Libya. This is also part of Sahara. Great Sand Sea. So these are deserts in Africa. These are deserts in Africa. So Sahara Desert is there. Okay, these countries remember Makle and Wema, MNC se Sahara gaye. Then Libyan Desert you remember. Libyan Desert, it is not only in Libya, you remember. Libya and part of Egypt also, Sudan also. Whereas Nubian Desert only Sudan. Danakil Desert, Eritrea, Ethiopia and Djibouti. Ogaden Desert, Ethiopia and Somalia. Chelbi Desert, Kenya. There is Taru Desert or Nairi Desert. Taru or Nairi. That is also Kenya. Then Kalahari, you remember BNS. Namib Desert, you remember ANS. ANS. Then Great Karoo Desert is South Africa. Tenere, Niger and Chad. Then Guban Desert, Somalia. Puntland Desert also Somalia. Okay. Then Great Bara Desert. Okay, here you are saying Great Bara like that. Okay, but Djibouti is a very small country. Great Bara. Then Great Sand Sea, Egypt and Libya. Libya and Egypt are neighboring countries. Okay, at border you can find the Great Sand Sea. That is nothing but Sahara only. Then you come to Asia. If you see in Asia, you take first Arabian Peninsula or Arabia. Okay, you go to Arabia. Here you will find this is Arabia. Here you will find UAE, and here you will find Qatar. Here you will find Kuwait. Then here Jordan. Then Syria. Then Iraq. Okay, so Jordan, Iraq. Here Iran will be there. This is Syria. This is Syria. Okay, and here you will find down to Yemen and Oman. This is Saudi Arabia. Okay. Here what happens? Here, this Arabian desert means it will cover all part of Jordan. Okay, here Jordan will cover Jordan. Okay, Saudi will cover and parts of this one also, and this one also. Kuwait, everything will cover. Okay, okay. This is the Arabian desert. Arabian desert. Part of Arabian desert only. Yemen, Oman, and Saudi Arabia, and a part of UAE. Okay, this is Rub al Khali. Okay, what we call this one as Rub al Khali. This is Saudi Arabia plate, sorry, desert, and this is Rub al Khali. And there is Syrian desert covering this 4 years. Okay, this rhombus you remember. Syria is there, down Saudi Arabia is there, Jordan and Iraq. Okay, that is Syrian desert. Syrian desert. Okay, Rub al Khali here 4 down. Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman, and UAE. So here Arabia desert. This is the second largest after Sahara, in largest in Asia. Rub al Khali, Saudi Arabia and Yemen, Oman, United Arab Emirates, UAE. Syrian desert, Syria, Jordan and Iraq, and some small part of Saudi also. Gobi desert, very important this one. China and Mongolia. Then Karakum, Turkmenistan. Then Kijilkum, Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. Then Ustuyut desert, also Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. Here this is important. Karakum also important. Then Taklamakan, China. Taklamakan desert, China. Padai Jaran desert, China. Thar desert we know, India and Pakistan. Then Thar Parker desert, this is Sindh province of China, Pakistan. This is only fertile desert in the world. Then Daste Margo, that is Afghanistan. Okay, this is called desert of death, Afghanistan. Then Registan desert or Sistan desert, this is also in Afghanistan. These two important again. Then Iran, we have to Daste Kabir and Daste Lut. Daste Kabir and Daste Lut. These two Iran. Then Negev desert, again important, Israel. Then if you come to Australia, there are some Australia most part is desert only. Okay, there are some deserts here. Okay, here there is Great Sandy Desert. Okay, and here Little Sandy Desert. Okay, this is Great Sandy. Okay, this is Great Sandy Desert and Little Sandy. Here downside only you will find the Gibson Desert. This is Gibson. And here very big desert you will find here. Okay, this is Great Victoria. Okay, Victoria is queen of that time British, because Britishers ruling this Australia also that time. Great Victorian Desert. This is the largest in Australia. This is the largest in Australia. Then here 3 deserts will be there. Yes, you remember. Okay. Simpson Desert, first one. Then Stuart Stoney Desert and Strzelecki Desert. Okay, these 3 are desert. Then here you remember 2 small ones are there. PT, remember, Frederica and Tirari. Then here one small desert is there, Tanami Desert, that is Tanami. So here in this all main list you remember, here Great Sandy Desert, below that Little Sandy, Great Sandy, Little Sandy. Then downside again Gibson, here Great Victoria, GGG, remember here, GGG. Okay, Great Sandy, Gibson, Great Victoria, and Triple S, remember, Simpson, Stuart Stoney, Strzelecki. Then Frederica and Tirari were small. Tanami is also small. And Little Desert, Sandy Desert is just part of Great Sandy Desert only. So this Triple G, Triple S mainly remember. And then here Frederica and Tirari and this one. Here in exam only this is being asked. Okay, others are not asked. Great Sandy also. So of course Gibson is important and Simpson is also important. Then Arctic is the second largest if you take order. Largest means Antarctic desert. Okay, these are the important deserts of the world. I told continent wise. you remember if for example, if this is in falling within the tropics, that is the hot desert. Okay, hot desert. Otherwise, it is a cold desert. It mountains areas. Okay, wherever wind is descending down, there you will find the cold desert. There you will find cold desert. Thank you.